Good morning, everyone. How are you all doing? I hope everything's good in your life, that you're happy, safe, and well. And I would like to take you on a little tour of my Samhain 2023 altar. I don't post very often, I'm quite private, but at this time of year, I do like to show you what I've been up to as far as putting my altar together is concerned. Made a few changes this year from what I'd normally do. It's a little bit more low key than in previous years, so if you'd like to have a look, I'll take you around it. If you don't know me, my name's Alison. I'm a 50-something year old witch from Sheffield originally, now living in Derbyshire, which I absolutely love. This is my home, this is my private space, and just a little disclaimer, my craft is my own. What you do, how you celebrate, is entirely your craft, and that's absolutely fine. But this is what I do, and I just thought you'd like to have a look. So I'll take you round. So starting in the top left, I've got a couple of photos. This is my lovely cat Puss, who found me at a very low time in my life. He's obviously gone now, bless him. He was absolutely adorable. I miss him so much, and Puss, if you're listening, I hope you know that I remember you and love you every single day, sweetheart. And also in the right hand corner, we've got Lucy, who was our beloved German Shepherd, who we lost very suddenly. She was only 7 years old, and her loss affected us hugely, and we miss her terribly. Again, talk about her every single day. Front and centre of my altar, I've got this beautiful vintage frame that has my ancestors in, and my husband's ancestors. I only wish it was bigger so that we could fit more on, but I loved this frame. I think it's beautiful, and I love the idea of having so many people in one place. And I love to look at this. There's my mum, my grandparents, great grandparents, and my husband's parents and grandparents on there as well. And I just love the tree. I think it's a lovely idea, and it was, I picked it up for next to nothing. Okay, so in this little jar, I've got a collection of pebbles and sea glass that I found on the beach on the day that I went to scatter my darling mum's ashes in Scarborough. There's also some flowers from her funeral in there, some tiny little rosebuds, don't know if you can see it. And this locket, my mum gave this to me, my dad gave it to her. It was one of the first gifts he ever gave her. She wore it on her wedding day. I wore it on my wedding day, and my niece actually wore it on her wedding day last year as well, so that is very, very special. And at the front of the little tree is a brooch that belonged to my nan. Some of the little stones are missing now, but I love it, and I just think that the colours are so autumnal and perfect for this time of year, and just holding it makes me feel nearer to her. I love it. I think it's so pretty. So that deserves a special place on the altar, I think. I've also got some dried roses that I dried myself, some rosemary for remembrance, and I've got some leaves that I actually picked up from a local cemetery when I went to visit recently. I like the idea of having seasonal bits and pieces on the altar. I just think it's appropriate, and it really works for me. Quite a few little bits and bobs of skeletal type stuff, which I absolutely love. I do love the spook at this time of year especially. And this tree, well, it's a branch really, but to me it looks like a tree. I found this in the General Cemetery in Sheffield, which is a Victorian cemetery. It's absolutely ancient and it's beautiful. There's at one point there was over 100,000 people buried there. Anyway, this branch, I found it in the grounds of the abandoned church that's there, and I brought it home, and I've had it about 10 years now, and I just love it with the little spooky bits and bobs and the lights on. So yeah, I really love that. Okay, I've got a little oil burner, and the little wax melt in there that's waiting to be melted later on, from an absolutely brilliant company called Deadly Wicks. I'm not sponsored in any way, this is what I bought with my own money. But her wax melts are absolutely stunning, so I highly recommend that you have a look. I can't wait to burn this, although I think he's too cute, to be honest. He's just adorable. I picked up some acorns on a little walk that I went on recently, and the reason I've got this little star on here that says live, I think this is really important to remember. I think that the thing that the dead teaches more than anything is to live. I know that might sound really strange, but I think it's really important to bear in mind, you know, this is here, this is now, this is our life, and this is our chance, you know. So in the midst of remembering our loved ones, ancestors and the dear departed, remembering to live and to enjoy life is important. I know it's not easy, especially when there's so much horror in the world, but I think it's important, and I hope that your life is happy. I really do. So moving further along, I've got some little crystal skulls, some pieces of crystal that really resonate with me, a little altar bell that I picked up on a little visit to Pendle a couple of years ago. I really enjoyed that trip. It was a great weekend. And then I have some keys to represent the goddess Hecate. These are really heavy and old, and I absolutely love them, and I think that they're a really suitable token of one of the goddesses of the underworld, and I think that they have a really fitting place on the altar. Oh, my little skeleton, I actually bought him in a little bag full from Morrison's supermarket here in the UK. I think there was a bag of 6 for about, I don't know, £4 or £5, and I just think they're absolutely fabulous. And this little guy is in a coffin that I found in the Works bookshop. Again, I'm not sponsored in any way, but I thought the coffin was perfect for him. So it was plain, but I've painted it, and the front's decorated as well. And I've put some crystals in here, tiger's eye quartz, and some leaves from trees that I particularly love. The beech is from the ancient beech tree at Spalsover Castle, which is one of my absolute favourite places, and I picked it up from there, and the tree is stunning. I love to visit it, and I'm hoping to go again before Samhain. The little tombstone on there as well, because we are celebrating the dead, obviously. And I have some antlers, some ivy to represent immortality, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it. If there's anything you particularly like, please tell me in the comments below. I would always welcome anything that you want to ask or tell me about your own altars. Yeah, so I hope that wherever you are, you're safe, happy and well, and I really hope to see you again soon. Okay, bye.